Yesterday when we introduced the sine law, we left a couple questions for you guys to do. So let's take a look at the ones that we didn't get to. In this first triangle here, I'm going to label it. I'm going to label A up here, B down here, and C down here. And it really doesn't matter where you put A, B, and C. I'm also going to label the sides. Across from angle A is going to be side A. Across from angle C is going to be side C. And across from angle B is going to be side C. Now, to use the sine law, you need to know information about one of the angles and the side opposite it. And we know angle B and side B. So that's fantastic. That's the ratio that we're going to use to solve for our unknown. And our unknown is C, but we need to know angle C in order to use the sine law. Because we know that all of the angles in a triangle have to add up to 180 degrees, and we know angle A and angle B, we can calculate angle C. When you add angle A and angle B together, you get 156. These three have to add up to 180, so that means that this must be 24 degrees. In this case, we're calculating a side, so let's write our sine law this way. B over the sine of angle B, we know B and we know angle B, equals C over sine of C. We're looking for side C, and we just calculated angle C. Let's plug in what we know. So side B is 23 over the sine of 71 is going to equal side C, which is marked with an X, is going to equal sine of 24, which is what we just calculated. Now I'm going to cross multiply, so I'm going to get 23 times the sine of 24 over sine of 71. Let's pull up our calculator, and we're going to type in 23 times 24 sine, hit equals to figure out what the numerator is. Now we're going to divide by the denominator, which is sine of 71, and then equals. And that means that x is equal to 9.893. If we round that off to one decimal place, it's going to be 9.9. All right, let's take a look at the other question. First thing I'm going to do is label this triangle. So for this example, let's put A down here. Let's put B up at the top and C over here. And now we'll mark our sides. So across from angle A is side A, across from angle C is side C, and across from angle B is side B. To use the sine law, we need to know an angle and the opposite side. And in this case, it's going to be angle A and side A. We're calculating B, and since we're calculating an angle, we're going to write our sine law this way. It's going to be sine of A over A, those are the two things we're given, over sine of B, which we're looking for, over side B, which we're given as well too. Substituting in what we know, we get sine of 50 degrees divided by 6 is going to equal sine of angle B over side B, which is 7. Cross multiplying, we get 7 times sine 50 over 6 is going to equal sine B. I'm going to pull up my calculator. I'm going to start by going 7 times the sine of 50 degrees. I'm going to hit equals to figure out what my numerator is, and now I'm going to divide by the denominator, and in this case it's just 6. So now we know that the sine of B is 0.8937185 and so on. But we want to calculate angle B, so I'm going to use my sine inverse function to calculate what B is. And when I do that, I get B equaling 63.3 degrees. So angle B equals 63.3 degrees. All right, I hope you did well on those two. Let's take a look at the cosine law.